Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another makeup tutorial for you, but it's slightly different because I'm going to be doing what I'm going as for Halloween. Now I know a lot of people go as cats for Halloween, but I never go as a cat for Halloween. I always go as a witch or a devil. I'm out of breath, sorry, I just ran up the stairs and so now I'm out of breath. But yeah, I never ever go as a cat. In fact, I don't think I've been as a cat even once. Maybe when I was younger. So this year I decided I wanted to be a cat. So that's what I'm going to show you. I feel like I've said so a lot. And it's also extremely hot in my room. I should have probably opened the windows. Anyway, I'm just going to put my foundation on, and I might just skip this step out for you guys just because it's exactly the same as the one from my makeup routine. I'm just using the Rimmel London Wake Me Up, and I'm going to use my beauty blender, but instead of you guys having to sit and watch me do this, I'm just going to do this quickly and then we can get into the actual makeup. So now that I've done my foundation, I'm going to move on to eyes. Now I've only done just my foundation. I haven't done concealer and powder and everything like that because just in case I get any fallout, I want to be able to cover it up and correct it with concealer without having to go over it again. So last night I was practicing a lot with what I wanted to do with my eyes because I wanted to get it just right for you guys. So I'm going to start off with my Naked 3 palette, and I'm going to use Trick, which is this one here. It's the sort of orangey toned one, and I'm going to put this all over my lid. Now if I look to the side, it's because I'm using a mirror that's right here, so I'm sorry if I don't look at you. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid, and I'm sure this is like the makeup look that I did for my autumn makeup look, but it's going to look a lot different soon. So I'm just putting all of this on. It doesn't really matter too much if it's not perfect because I'm going to blend it all out soon. So I'm putting that all over my lid, and then I'm going to put it under my eyes as well. So I'm actually going to use this mirror, which is just from one of my Sleek palettes. It broke off, so it's quite handy to use. And I'm just going to put some of this under my eye as well. There we go. I think this colour is probably one of my all-time favourite eyeshadows. I just love it. I think it's so pretty. Now from my Sleek palette I'm going to use this colour here, and I'm sorry I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what the colour is called, but it's a beautiful purple colour, and I wish I could remember what it's called because it is gorgeous. But it's the Naturel palette, so if you were looking for this colour, that's what palette is in. And I'm just going to put this through my crease. Now it's on to eyebrows, and I'm just going to use the spoolie that was on the end of this pencil. It's a Maybelline one, and I'm just going to brush my eyebrows through. And then I'm going to fill them in with the end of this because I feel like this pencil stays on a long time, and I'm going to a Halloween party on a night. I can't remember what night it's on, but I'm going to a Halloween party, and so I want this to stay on all night, and this pencil really does that, so I'm just going to use this pencil. My eyebrows look really scary, but once everything is finished they will look fine. So that is one eyebrow done. Now for the other. Now that my eyebrows are done, now it's on to the exciting part, and I'm going to do my eyeliner. So I'm using the Rimmel London Glam Eyes Professional Liquid Liner. I would recommend using a pen liner, and I do have one of those, I just can't find it. But I'm going to try and do it with this liquid liner, which is going to be hard, but I did practice it with this last night and it seemed to go okay, so fingers crossed. Now if you haven't done liquid liner before, what you want to do is line up the end of your eyebrow with the corner of your eye, and that is where the line wants to be. So it's hard to describe, but I hope that by watching me you can figure out how to do it. So my hand is really shaky, so I'm just going to try and do this and won't talk to you whilst I'm doing this because otherwise it'll go wrong. So here goes. Also, cotton buds will probably become your bestest friends whilst doing this if you've never done it before, because if it goes wrong, wait for it to dry a little bit instead of trying to remove it whilst it's wet, because then it'll smudge. Wait till it's dried a bit, then get a cotton bud and just try and wipe it away gently, and it comes off quite easy. I'm actually going to get a tiny bit on the end of the brush and just bring it underneath my eye a little bit, because I think that this works a little bit better than a pencil line, because I feel like that smudges a lot easier. I'm now going to do the other eye, and hopefully they will look the same, because they never do. Let's face it, you're very lucky if your liner looks the same. So that's them done. You obviously don't have to do your wings as big as this, because I realise these are quite big, but I'm going for the proper really big cat eye flick. I'm now going to move on to concealer and everything and do mascara last. So for my concealer, let's just get them out. I've got my little makeup bag next to me. I'm going to use the Collection on any blemishes around my nose, which is where I get the most redness. Around my nose I'm just going to use, around my eyebrows I'm just going to use this, because I feel like I've got a bit more control in a brush. And then I'm going to use, as no surprise, like my last tutorial, I'm going to use the Collection one, the Rimmel one. At least I think I used the Rimmel one in my last one. Maybe I should use the Collection one. And I'm just going to use my finger to dab this in. Now that I've done that, I'm just going to powder, and this is the Rimmel Match Perfection, Lasting Perfection Stay Matte Powder, whatever it's called. And I'm just swiping that over my T-zone and under my eyes. I'm now going to move on to bronzer, and I'm going to use my Bourjois Chocolate Bronzer. I have little hairs all over my face and they're driving me mad. I'm just going to swirly. And add this to my face. And I'm now going to use this Bourjois blush, and it's called Rose d'Or, and it is beautiful. And you also don't need a highlighter when you use this, because I don't know if you can tell, but it is like beautifully got loads of beautiful shimmer in it, so you really don't need a lot of highlighter if you're going to use highlighter as well as this. Now that my base is, my face, base, everything is done, I'm going to go on to making me look like a cat. So I'm going to use the TopShop Kohl pencil, and this is in black, just a black kohl pencil, and I'm going to just draw on the nose. So I'm just going to sort of sketch on the nose, I guess. Now that I've done that, I'm going to bring a line down the middle where my Cupid's bow is to line up with my lips. So I can't talk while I do this, so I'm just going to do it. There we go. Now, optionally, you could line your top lip with your lip line with the kohl pencil. If you've got a black lip liner, you could do that. I am going to put my lipstick on, then decide if I want black on it. I don't know if it'll look great or not. So just for now, I'm going to just draw on my whiskers. So this is quite, it's not hard, but you sort of have to get it right in one, if that makes sense. So there we go. Other side. Oh, see what I mean? You have to be sort of light-handed, but also not. I'm just going to get a bit of a Q-tip because I don't want it as dark as that, like as thick as that. So And there we go. I'm now going to put on my lipstick, and I'm going to use Kate Moss 01 because this is a beautiful red colour. But I do think it would look really, really nice with a nude lip, but I'm going to go in with a red. And yeah. So I've decided that I don't want to put like a black line around the edge of my lips, but I do think that would look really nice. Now to finally finish off the makeup look, I realise I've done this in sort of an odd order. You'd usually do mascara, then everything else. But now I'm just going to go in with mascara, and I'm using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And that is the finished makeup look done. I know that it's quite simple and probably quite easy to do, but I thought that you guys might maybe enjoy seeing what I'm going as for Halloween. On the night I'm actually going to be wearing contacts, which will be really nice, and I'm sure you'll see lots of pictures on social media of that, and I'm going to wear some cat ears as well, but I just haven't had a chance to buy them yet, but I really wanted to film this video. So you'll see lots of pictures of them, and of my over on my blog there will be some pictures as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video and maybe inspired you as to what you want to go as for Halloween, or give you a sort of idea. All my links will be down below, and give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel because it's free and it's a nice thing to do. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!